Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are fine and have a nice day. My name is Bunga Adinda from RA, and today I will discuss my online learning experiences. Speaking of online learning, it seems that the term has become fairly common in the community. When I was a child, I would never have thought of an online learning system like this. Because I know my capacity, I often zone out when I'm in class. So I think there's no way I could follow my teacher's lesson with a handphone or laptop. Well, as time goes on, I would start to prefer online learning over the face-to-face method. And I will tell you the reason after this.
Have you ever studied online?
Yes, of course I have. In my senior high school, the teachers already applied this method to teach the student. The reason is pandemic COVID-19, and I think there's no other option for teaching. In my opinion, did I enjoy this? Oh, let me tell you, I hated this method very much back in the day. The first thing is that online learning consumes too much my internet data, and I didn't have Wi-Fi at that time, so there are no solution besides buying an expensive internet package. Second, the servers are always down whenever I access them. I think they're not really ready for this kind of method, so it's kind of understandable. And last but not least, I cannot meet my friends. Somehow, I think they're my favorite person, and they make me want to go to school every day. But when we force online learning at home, I slowly lose my interest in studying. And yeah, that's the reason. But that's in the past. Right now, I personally prefer online learning over face-to-face meetings, and I have my own reason for this. I prefer online learning because it is less time-consuming. The distance between my home and my college is a bit too far. I should be ready 3 hours before my class, and that's so exhausting. Not only that, but I also like the assignments when we are in online learning because we should try to more brainstorm ourselves to answer the question. And I think that was the fun part.
Is online learning popular in your country?
Yeah, it's pretty popular in my country. Online learning is one of the most popular teaching methods in Indonesia. I remember when I read the article that said the government was really trying to make a good education system for this online-based learning. Several schools have implemented this method, but there are still many who have not been able to apply it due to certain reasons. Learning online requires basic knowledge of the digital landscape or the internet and cyberspace. Then also basic knowledge about information search engines, how to use and sort data, basic knowledge about conversation application and social media, as well as basic knowledge about digital wallet application, marketplace, and digital transaction. These issues are one of the challenges to Indonesian online education being distributed equally. So even though it's popular, it doesn't mean every student in Indonesia has experienced it. You know Indonesia pretty wide, right? Yeah, that's the point.
Is it possible to study your subject online?
I think it is possible to study my subject online. I'm talking about my English educational major, where the majority of the subject I study rely more on theories than on practice. We have access to a number of apps on the Play Store to help us improve listening skills. This type of practice is not an issue for me because the majority of my lecturers provide me with samples of listening records. And when it comes to speaking assignments, some of my teachers suggest using Zoom or Google Meet for speaking practice. Or we can also use uploading our assignment on YouTube, like I did right now, to practice our speaking. Other than that, I think everything is under control for the subject I studied in college. Currently, we also use hybrid learning, so it's more balanced to study at home or at college.
What are the main differences between learning online and learning face-to-face?
The biggest difference between online and offline learning is the location. With online education, you may study whenever you want, even from the comfort of your home. You must go to a classroom location and be on time for offline learning, while you can study whenever and wherever you want with online learning. There are a few disadvantages to this method. These are a few differences between online education and offline education. Online learning happens in a virtual classroom, while offline learning can take place inside or outside the traditional classroom. Mode of teaching is more digitalized and use many online learning tools such as audios, videos, virtual whiteboards, animation, live chats, and virtual conference rooms. But for offline learnings, allows students to acquire knowledge inside a more practical environment, giving students a chance to interact with teachers and peers. Online learning does not allow teachers to monitor student progress closely or supervise their behavior. For offline learning, allow teachers to monitor student responses and progress more efficiently and observe and supervise their behavior, catering to the individual needs of each student. Besides that, online learning makes students more independent as they can learn at their own pace. But for offline learning, students are under strict supervision of teachers. Well, I truly hope that we can create more effective study method in the future for the student because both offline and online learning have strengths and weaknesses. Well, that's enough speaking for today. I hope you gained something from my video. My name is Bunga Adinda and see you in the next video.